Live at 5, where we help your business thrive in 20 minutes or less. All right, let's go ahead and get into this thing today. So we're talking about what's the secret to raising your prices? So I'm actually going to share 3 big things today, what it's going to take in order to really raise your prices. And the reason that this is important is because you want to, depending on what you charge, is going to depend on how many people you work with. What you charge is going to depend on how much revenue you generate in your business. What you charge is also going to determine the types of people and who you will attract. Does that make sense? So getting your prices down is key, but don't get stuck to whatever you charge with as a price. I see far too many coaches and speakers who I work with the majority of the time. I see far too many entrepreneurs, coaches and speakers specifically, that get caught up and stuck with their price. And when I say stuck, meaning because they don't know what they're offering, because they don't know what they're giving, they don't know what their price is. And because they don't know what their price is, they never actually get to the point where they're actually charging somebody. So they continue to get in this cycle. And if this is you, put that's me. They continue to get in this cycle where they're just doing everything for free because they haven't done the necessary evaluation or work behind the scenes to really figure out what good pricing is and how to know when you want to increase it. And that used to be me. I come to the front of the congregation and say that used to be me, where I didn't know what kind of value I was given, and I didn't know what I should charge for my price. So I would go in circles just charging a bunch of different things. Nothing was working for me, and I didn't have a good idea of where to start. And then I never even thought about putting together a plan to actually charge more over time. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of people fall at, just like Sandra. I appreciate you for saying that. They fall into a place where even if you selected a price, you're not really sure on it, so you don't take action. And then even if you do take action on it, you never really thought about what does it actually take for me to charge more for what I do. So I'm gonna give you 3 big ideas today. On how to change your pricing, or the secret to increasing your pricing. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So that's why that's important. So let's go ahead, and then I'll open up the floor for some questions. All right, so one of the very first things I think about when it comes to increasing my pricing, first thing I think about is outcomes. Write that down. Outcomes in terms of results. What are the results that you're getting people? Depending on how big or how small the results you're getting people, that's going to determine how much you should charge. I forgot who said it. It was somebody. I don't know if it was Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, but it was somebody. But like one of the icons, they really said that it only takes a little bit more hard work to charge more for what you do, and the bigger problem that you solve in the world, the more money you get paid. Think about that. The bigger problems that you solve for people, the more you get paid. And so when I think about outcomes, I want you to think about how big is the problem that you're helping solve people, right? So think about a mechanic. So if you're looking at a mechanic business, if you're going in and the only thing you need fixed is a tail light, versus the problem that you need fixed is you need your engine replaced, right? Those are 2 different types of problems that's being solved. You feel what I'm saying? If you go to a hospital and you got a cut, one problem is a Band-Aid on your arm. You got a cut, Band-Aid. Another problem is you broke your arm, right? Same arm, solving a different problem. Make sense? So our goal is to figure out where you want to play. So there's no right or wrong to it. It depends on where you want to play. And the more you can tie, the bigger problems you can solve, and all of it does not have to be financial, but I'm going to tell you this. The bigger the more you can tie what you do to financial outcomes, the more you could justify higher prices if you want to charge more. But that depends on outcomes. For example, you could be working on, you could be helping people with confidence, and I could be helping people with confidence. You might charge $50 to coach somebody. I might charge $5,000 to coach somebody, but we both coaching on confidence. So how is it possible that I'm getting paid $5,000 and you getting paid $50? How? Because maybe you're just helping people just be confident, so maybe so they could just be confident just so they can talk to people on Instagram, for example, or maybe just be confident in trying to approaching other people that they don't know. Okay, that's one level. Another level, that's the confidence you help people with. Maybe the confidence I help people with is, maybe I help public speakers that's making six figures, and if I can help them get confident in speaking, that'll add another $15,000-$20,000 to their bottom line. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm helping somebody get confident in sales, that could mean an extra $100,000 to the bottom line of their business. So although I'm teaching something that's intangible, or what we call a soft skill, right, or intangible skill, I can still get paid more because of the problem that I'm helping solve. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to get great at linking whatever you do, whatever you speak on, whatever you coach on, to outcomes that people want. Does that make sense? So that's one way. So just think about it. And there's no right or wrong to this. Smaller outcomes, charge less. Bigger outcomes, charge more. And that can be in health and fitness. Are you helping somebody just understand? Are you helping somebody understand the different parts of their body, just so, and what types of nutrition they can take? That's key. Or are you working with somebody for 12 weeks every single day, and you helping them get their abs right? Like, just different problems. So outcomes, that's number one. It's so contingent on your specialty, right? Right. So the specialty makes a difference. However, in every specialty, there's a big problem you can solve, and there's a small problem that you can solve. I don't care what it is. There's a big problem and there's a small problem. So think about the outcomes you want to help people with, whatever it is. All right, love it. All right, so that's one thing. Sandra, thank you. Vado BX was good, bro. Good to see you. The Lux Mom Life was good. What up, y'all? I'm glad y'all active. Moses was good, bro. Using advice to help better manage my school. Thanks. Let's go. Been watching for a while. Let's go, Mo. Appreciate that, bro. All right, so that's number one. Think about outcomes. Let me give you the second thing. Second thing is this: when you know you can you can up your prices. And I mentioned this on a live earlier, or I mentioned this. Actually, it might have been my video earlier. What prompted me to do this today was because everybody was going crazy over the prices video that I put in my feed, on my Instagram feed earlier. So I can tell there's a lot of excitement around this topic. So that's why I wanted to do this for y'all. But another thing that's going to be key is write this down. Credibility. That's very key when it comes to pricing what you do. I know when I'm gonna tell you this. The prices, I have a program called the PCS program. The prices that I charged when I first started is different now. To do one-on-one with me now is different than it was almost 3 years ago when I started. The reason why credibility is important is because that's going to, the more people know you, the more your fame goes up. That's part of your credibility, right? The more, it doesn't always have to be like this, but whether you're gaining attraction from celebrities or high level influencers or just what you know could be credibility, right? So maybe what you know in terms of certain types of knowledge that you have, that's a form of credibility. Social proof is a form of credibility in terms of how many how just how much energy is around what you have, right? So credibility could be what other people have, or it could be certain credentials that you have. So, and that goes along the lines of what you know. So for example, if you took certain certification courses, or if you take in like, or if you have certain degrees, or if you have certain access that people don't have. So for example, if I have a coaching program and you're taking my coaching program, part of my coaching program, let me give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example. So a lot of y'all know E.T., the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas, right? So I know Eric Thomas on a first name basis. If you see him, he follows me, right? So I'm gonna tell you this, that I'm not naive enough to know. I mean, not naive enough, but I'm putting it to I'm not I understand that because he follows me and he has, I think, over 2 million followers on Instagram, I know because he follows me, that's going to make me more attractive to certain people. Right? So it's important that you understand that the more your credibility grows, the more you can charge, because people are going to be willing to pay those prices.